morning, paper crafters. I am back with a large layout today, so let's see if we can get this all in one video. I am doing 4 layouts in one. So I've already gone ahead and pre-did some of my pages. This light blue page is 11.5 by 11.5 on a 12 by 12 dark blue page, and this checkered border is 11.5 by 1.5. And I have typed out, or cut out the words fun at the park. And I normally ink up all of my paper piecings, but I did not ink up any of the purple because I didn't think it would look too good on this one. I wasn't sure how that would turn out. And on the letters, because it has that white core, I actually wanted that to stand out this time on top of the black and kind of give it a more of a dimension. So I just used the natural dimension. Alright, so here we have, I think it's called the Dragon Swing. And then I got some balloons. And then my 4x4 picture, or 4x6 picture. I noticed I did that in a video the other day too. I called it 4x4, sorry. 4x6 picture will go right here. So it's going to go over the swing a little bit. So let me tack down the swing first. This is one of my kids' favorite rides. They've been going on it since they were fairly small. And it's one of those rides where my husband and I can just sit at the end of the night and let them go on it over and over and over again while we take a breather. Good. Okay. So this is going to hang off here ever so slightly. So let me cut this off. I want to be flush with my light blue paper. There we go. And then I'll tack my balloons down. I'm not worrying about the, what do you call it? The string. It'll be fine. And then now my photo mat. Now I have so many photo mats, as you can tell for these pages, that I had to write on the back where they went, so I didn't get too confused. Okay. And then I'm going to use my wet glue and my tweezers to put down fun at the park. And I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I didn't have enough of this yellow paper to do all of my photo mats. So I pieced two together here and then put it on top. And once you get the picture down and it's inside the photo mat, I don't think you'll even see that seam right here of where I pieced them. I had to do the same thing with the T in the because it kind of tore a little bit when it was cutting out, just because it's such a fine print. All right, so there is the first page of my fun at the park. Now let's bring in the second page. And this is the roller coaster page. And again, I tacked down the roller coaster because it's so many little pieces here. It just took a little while. So let me find my photo mats for roller coaster. There are these last four here. So, if I remember correctly, this one's going to go here. This one down here. This one here, and this one up here. And I have these little cars for the roller coaster. I'm going to go ahead and get down. And this came with a lot of little pieces, but I decided to just do the shadow. And then I highlighted it, inked it, and highlighted it with my Jelly Roll pen. Sorry if you can hear my husband's business phone. It's going off up there. My husband has a full-time job with a school district, but he also sings in a Christian country band, and he does some preaching sometimes. We do cowboy church preaching. So a lot of times we get people calling looking for cowboy churches. And because there's not very many in Southern California, as I'm sure you can imagine. We mainly do them at rodeos. So when my son was doing his rodeo weekend on a Sunday, we would offer cowboy church in the morning before the rodeo. And we actually went from having like just the 5 of us, and it grew to having about 40 people at the rodeos. So that's a real blessing. And the children, or the kids, teenagers, my husband's always behind the chutes with them, and they would always come up and ask my husband to pray for them to have a safe ride. So, oops, that's a little high, but it's okay. Oh, I wonder if this was supposed to be sideways. Yes. There we go. That fits better. Sometimes when they're a square shape, or not a complete square, it's hard to tell which way they go. Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. For my pictures over here, because I believe, let's see, yeah, that direction. And Connie from Prairie Paper Crafts asked if I would do a flip through of my album when I'm done, and I absolutely would love to, except my pictures are already down, and there are some people who I just wouldn't want to expose their privacy. So I won't be doing a flip through of this album when I'm done, but I'm getting close to being done and going on with a new theme. So if you guys have enjoyed it. Okay, so there's page 2, and then I'm going to flip it over and have page 3 on the back. So this one is going to go here, and I need another 4x6 one here, and then I've got some more balloons that I'm going to put up here. So let me get the balloons down first. And no particular order if I put them down. There we go. And then this is for the Supreme Scream ride. And we took my son's friend that day, and it was both, his parents would never let him go on any of these roller coasters. I guess they don't like them. So we hit all the big roller coasters that day. And my son got to experience a few new roller coasters for the first time as well. He didn't want to look like he was scared in front of his friend. Pretty cute. So. Okay. And there is page 3. These are going pretty quickly. And then, excuse my reach again, my last page, page 4. So let me make sure these are all say sky on it. Yep. And I've got to refresh my memory on how I want to lay them. So let me, excuse me again. And now I'm totally throwing myself in front of this camera. Okay, so I want this one up here, this one down here, and this one over here. I think. Let me get my little Skyway cars and put them down first. So here, and this park does not have a sky tram, but I thought it went well with the layout, so I'm using it. Okay. So you can tell I'm mainly just trying to get these pictures down, and then I just added a few accents to make it just a little bit more fun of a page. But my goal, actually, I even thought about just putting them in all on one page and just putting a colored paper behind them, but I couldn't do that. Hopefully this video is not going too terribly long. I'm going to offset it up here. Okay, I'll use my tweezers and my liquid glue to get these down. wasn't that long ago, they had on the news that the Sky Tram at SeaWorld San Diego, stopped working. And it took them, I think it was about 5 hours to rescue the people off the tram because it was over the bay, part of the ocean. And so they had an infant on there and they had a person with disability. So I'll give those firemen and emergency personnel credit for getting them all off safely. And I have not heard if it's back up and running. I kind of doubt it. All right. So there we go, and that's page 4. So let me put this out of the way and I will show you everything. So, oops, I want to retack that. Okay. So, we have page 4 and 3. And then page 4 will go away. Page 3 is going to flip over to page 2 and to page 1. So that is my 4-page fun at the park layout. Have a great day. Bye-bye.